Hello everyone and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm the GG Gamer and let's jump right into it. So, last time we left Aloy, I think we'd just finished sort of all the mechanics, tutorials and that kind of thing. And now we're moving on to this rite of passage. From what I understand, so she needs to complete this rite of passage to become recognised as a Nora warrior, like a member of the tribe. And if whoever wins the thing not just becomes an actual warrior and gets a place in the tribe, if she actually wins it, the elders grant her a favour and she wants to use that to ask questions about her parents or her mother, or mother and father. Because obviously she grew up with Rost and she has no idea about them, and everyone just seems not to hate her, I suppose, but as an outcast, clearly it's not a good thing in this lore. So if you're an outcast, you're banished for some reason. I mean, from what Rost has said so far, it seems to be that he was exiled by choice, or he chose to exile himself, something like that. I don't think it's been fully revealed yet, but Aloy was sort of outcast since birth, really, so that's all she's known, so obviously she's curious. So that is the proving, I think, unless I'm very much mistaken. So let's have a look at the map. Okay, I think I said previously you can fast travel to these things, these campfires, but you need to buy something first. So I haven't got that yet, so you do have to roam a bit. Strider site. Okay, what else have we got? What can we do? Scrapper, oh, that doesn't look good. So I think this is the Mother's Watch, yeah. It's another Southern Embrace Gate. It's a campfire and a hut. Is that a trader? Let's see, is there a key here somewhere? Okay, so what's a little hut? Undiscovered. Doesn't seem to have a hut thing there. I mean, look at the map. So there is a load to discover on this game. I mean, obviously this is just the sort of opening section. So there's all this, and I think there's different biomes. So this is kind of like almost sort of Scandinavian, this, but then there's a thing. I think there's a bit of a... Is there a desert area? There's definitely sort of more foresty type areas. And I think there is a bit of desert from what I remember the past one. And I think this is like the final endgame section. Okay. So, what I wanted to do before I go any further was... when you start the game, obviously you start as young Aloy, you fall into that... old world kind of bunker, and that's where you find your gadget, your shard, I think it's called, something. But if you go back as you're an adult, if you go back when you're an adult, you can actually find something there, I've heard. So I think it was this, unless I'm much mistaken. It's not far off Mother's Watch. So I need to go here, talk to Ross. I think that's the proving, so but I'm going to go here first. Is there anything I can craft before we set off? Trick caster ammo packs. How many have I got? I've got 3 out of 4 there for now. 26, 24, yeah, I don't need any more of that. What I really want to try and increase is my... I can do a fast travel pack. Okay, so I can create one, 5 for 15 wood, fatty meat and bony meat. Yeah, I'm going to create that because that's quite handy. Oh, I've already got some already. Didn't need to do that. I've actually got 6 now. Sorry. I thought you were saying if you put these resources in, you get 5 fast travel packs. So ammo, carry capacity. This is what I want to increase. So weapons, I've got. So outfit, I don't really have many outfits yet. Resources satchel, that actually might be quite a good one to upgrade. The more resources you can carry, the more crafting and sort of ammo you can carry. Modifications, I do have a few, but nothing quite spectacular yet. Traps pouch, don't really need that. Trip cast around the pouch, no, I don't need that yet. 2 skill points, right, so from last time, 2 skill points. So, Silent Strike, I've done that. Hunter Reflexes, slow down time while aiming during a jump or a slide. Silent Drop, that might actually be quite handy. Precision Strike, light spear attacks have an increased chance to knock off armor components. You can lure them over. Speeds up healing from the medicine pouch. Gather additional resources from the field. That might be quite handy. Disassemble resources and modifications into 50% of their metal shard value. Ooh, that might be actually quite handy. I still need to practice my focus because you can slow down time while aiming. So, because combat isn't particularly brutal at the moment, I mean, it will get like that later on. But in this opening scene, I don't quite think I need to put too much points into my skills just yet. While aiming, toggle left shift. Okay, to slow down time. Yeah, that'll be quite handy. Critical hit. I want to do this first line, get all of those because that's a solid foundation for everything. So I've got Prowler and Brave, maybe Forager and Traveller. So let's do Lure, Healer. I think gather additional resources while gathering, and let's do disassemble resources because I think those would be quite good in the opening game, especially when you, like I said before, there's lots of resources to gather. Okay, anything in the inventory, so it's always worth looking if you picked up a treasure box. Sometimes I don't even know where I get them from, but you know, sometimes like version order or something. So you've got 2 fast travel packs, metal vessel blades, and 25 metal shards. That's pretty good. Right, so I think we're ready to set off. So let's head over to the temple where we initially started. Yeah, you can see the different biomes now. So you're obviously surrounded by these snowy mountains and then sort of like a foresty area. I do get a bit of Scandinavian vibes in this area. I particularly need to engage them. I can't wait until I'm able to get some. Like I said before, always just if you do get an opportunity to gather resources, just do
Fresh as it comes.
Because you never know when you want to craft something, or let's see if I can. I don't know if this will take me out. Let's try. No, that didn't work. Ah, did it? That was quite good. I couldn't do the focus, so it did say to do left shift while aiming to do focus. There we go. Okay, that seems to work. It didn't seem to. I tried to do it just then with the ball, and it just didn't seem to work. Search ball. Yes, there we go. Take all. Take all. There we go. Okay, so we're getting close. Let's craft some more arrows because you never know what's around the corner in this game. Got some fire arrows as well. But we won't start. No, I can't believe that. And more wood. I mean, you always need to have wood in this game because just arrows are the, basic. I mean, you have your spear, so if someone comes close, you can sort of, do a. You can do a heavy strike somehow, but I've completely forgot to do that. These are light strikes. There's obviously a bow. Okay. So if we do this not stealthily. Oh,
this is the place. I haven't been here in years. Wonder what I can find.
Exactly, that was just my fault. Back cave! I remember being here last time, I don't think. That's the beginning. Okay. So. B with it. There we go. see anything highlighted here at the moment. Oh, what was that? There was something there. Prompt came up. Oh, maybe not. I still love the aesthetics of this game. I mean, there's quite a lot of like dystopian, post-apocalyptic genres out there, you know, movies, games, books, all that kind of thing. And they all, well, the good ones I think differ slightly, or even greatly from each other. And this one has a unique take on it. I mean, it was obviously like in line with, there we go, that work. Metal flower.
Beautiful.
So, a metal flower of unknown design, possibly used to promote seed germination, includes an embedded code fragment. Trade sets of these flowers in Meridian for valuable rewards. Okay, so it's that's a good thing to know. So the other thing I want to get here is a battery. So it's like a specific battery core for something, and it's like an unlockable. You can get this special set of armor. It's locked away in like a vault like this in a different part of the game. But once you collect, I think there's about 8 batteries if I remember from last time. It's, you know, very OP, but a really good set of armor to take you. Oh, Batcave! It's a Christian Bale moment there. Right. Ooh, is this somewhere else I can go? She's a big girl, she can whack down all these icicles. Some good loot, good loot.
Full already.
Anything else there? Yeah, that's good. Don't think I missed through that wall. No, I can't. Right. Okay, let's keep pushing forward. Right, I remember this. This is the place where you get your shard to begin with. It's off this guy, isn't it? Let's see. I don't think I could interact with anything in here last time. Light coming from there, but I don't think she means anything. Anything down here? Oh, this is where I had to go to turn on the power, I think. Anything around here? No, don't think so. I'll turn on the power with that. Quick look at the link. I keep forgetting what this thing on her head is called. Every sort of sci-fi movie or game has like a different word for something, like which is basically augmented reality, which is what this is. You know, you can interact with other technology with it. I keep forgetting what it's called, like the link or the shard, or you know. Break that. In fact, I think where's the turbo there?
That area back there.
Ooh, is where it is?
Right now that I'm older.
Ooh, yes. Right, take all those. See, I mean, even if the if I wasn't coming back specifically for this battery thing, you just get some brilliant loot with these. Power cell. I think that's it.
Power cell.
There we go. That's the quest I want. Ancient armory. An ancient suit of armor lies in a ruin of the old ones, visible but out of reach. So yeah, you need to collect, I forget how many, I think it is 8 batteries for it, and they're scattered across all over the map. So, what's this? Oh, this is all good things to move up with. Let's see what they say. Okay. I regret to inform you that our worst fears have been realised. The Wichita salient has collapsed and our position will be overrun in less than 24 hours. I'm sure you understand exfiltration transport is not available. If you wish to abandon the facility and try your luck on foot, you may do so. Lock 2 will unseal at 2100 hours and remain unsealed for 15 minutes. Godspeed. For those of us who'd rather not die on our feet, there will be a gathering in the community room at 2200 hours. And Nurse Chana will make other means available. I want to underscore how proud I am of each and every person who served at this post. It is important to bear in mind that our sacrifices were not in vain. I hope that makes this a little easier. For months now, I've been signing off messages as Director Evans, but I suppose we can dispense with such romances now. Respectfully, Alan. Bit of a dark tone on that, especially where you find it. So it's just probably her office. Brilliant. Okay. So I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to come down here for. I think I came from there. So was it this way I went? No, sorry. Come from that way. I've got the battery now, which is exactly what I wanted. So now I think I'll go on to the proving. It would be quite handy actually to have that that view. Ooh, another place I can break, I think. I will take all of those. Thank you very much.
I'd have to ditch something.
So what couldn't I take in here? Oh, potion. Well, I'm full medicine, I think. I've got the pouch and everything. Well, let's keep going. Eat. Was this still a bit more open when I came as a child? I don't remember prying a door open with a spear. I don't think there's anything in here. It's a very odd position for your hand to be in, you know, if you're just lying down to, let's have a little sleep. Right. This person's... I can get that one. Any others in here? I mean, these sort of things that I'm scanning, you know, the audio logs and notepad recordings, that kind of thing. I mean, there's, you can like 100% it, you know, you were really sort of, you know, one of those completionists that you wanted to just find everything in. And those metal flowers, that one I picked up earlier, I think those are like another sort of collectible. But there's one I remember specifically of those metal flowers, and they placed it literally in the path of 2 sawtooths, and you have to get really creative to sort of either, you know, just rush in, grab it and rush out, which you can do, or, you know, you try and take the sawtooth down or distract them in some way, which is equally as challenging. Right, okay. Last time Ross helped us out of this, so hopefully... Ooh, just all of a sudden got lighter. Try next round. Okay, so I need to go and talk to Ross. Right. Let's keep going. Let's push forward. Probably a good idea to maybe save. Always a good idea. Right. Let's do both. Just now I've got that battery I want to, you know, good. I can, you know, because I wanted to get that battery now because at some point in the game, like something happens in the story, and you're blocked off from a certain area, like, you know, there's an attack or something like that, and so they close the gates in a certain area, and then you can only go back and get a battery in a certain place after you've completed the main storyline, which is okay, but, you know, ideally, you know, I'd like to pick that armour up sort of before I finish the game, just to show it off. Let's keep going. Quick save again here. Right, so we're off to talk to Ross, and I think we're going to do the proving, which, like I said at the beginning, is this rite of passage. Like, I assume teenagers. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how old Aloy is in this, but I don't know, maybe 16. I don't know if it actually said how old, like, she is now, present day. I mean, obviously in the beginning she was about 4 or 5 years old. But now she must be about 16. I think this is Mother's watch. Mother's heart, sorry. Aloy definitely does her cardio.
Aloy.
Right. Let's do
You will
this.
speak.
Okay.
So, it's time. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Yes, I guess. It's louder than I expected.
You've never been so close before.
What's loud with
I guess
people?
everything's bigger up close.
Soon it'll all seem familiar. Like home.
I don't know about that.
Look for High Matriarch Tirsa. She'll help you.
He has a very
Any other
impressive
concerns?
beard. I mean, seriously, that is, yeah, that's advice.
Any
Seriously,
final
long
lessons
enough,
before I head
and
in?
it's sort of
No.
braided like that. That's
You've learned
cool.
every lesson the
Even
wilds have to
Dreadlock's in
teach.
it.
It was you who taught me, not the wilds. Not sure my bow and spear will be much help in there, though.
It is with bow and spear that you'll win what you've wanted all these years, Aloy. Answers.
Mother's heart.
What should I expect once I'm inside?
There'll be people celebrating and feasting. More than you've ever seen in one place. No other village compares to Mother's Heart. It is the seat of the High Matriarchs, a center of Nora life, a jewel of the sacred land.
I think
Give
Jewel
it
is
time.
pushing it a bit.
And you'll grow fond of it. As I
I mean, if
was.
they even mention
Back when I
winter
was
is
at the
coming
tribe.
or dragons or anything, you know, someone go and get sued. They'll let me in.
Are you sure they're gonna let me in?
I've told you, Aloy. By law, any child outcast can run in the proving.
And any who pass are made braves and are outcasts no more. I know that. But not everyone follows the law like you do, Rost.
Have faith, Aloy. The tribe will honor your right.
Okay. I'm all set.
I'm
Let's
ready to do this. See you back home in a
Let's
few
do
days?
this, you know.
You will not find me there, Aloy.
Has anyone got a boombox with Eye of the Tiger?
Take this, too. Remember.
Why are you talking like we'll never see each other again? No. No!
You should be with the tribe. And I will always be an outcast.
But I told you, I have that figured out. I'll come to you in secret. I'll be the one breaking the law, not you. You don't even have to talk to me.
This attachment to me will only hold you back. It's my wish that you embrace the tribe. You've lived in isolation long enough.
Until now, I didn't.
For your sake, I must go where you will never find me. This is goodbye.
Good riddance, that seems a bit harsh. But I will find you. Ah, come I said that. You know, let's do that one.
I see. I'm glad to have this then. It will remind me of you, of everything you did, and how you helped prepare me for this day.
Thank you.
Heavier than it looks. But the cord is strong.
May All Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you.
Cool plug.
How could he do this? Today of all days.
Yeah, that does seem
I
a
have to
bit.
keep my mind on the proving.
Well, I suppose today does make sense. If after the trial she becomes a member of the tribe and then it's illegal to see an outcast, so okay, I understand that. But that does seem a bit. He's raised her from a baby and then just like the most important day of
You
their
will
life.
turn back, outcast.
Yeah, see, they all hate outcasts. Or bleed.
Your choice.
Get to the chopper.
Make way! Make way! Braves, stand aside. She is welcome here. Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're
Hammer,
Tirsa?
nail.
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. But for the moment, I must leave you. I have other outsiders to keep safe tonight.
You what?
Envoys from another tribe, the Karja. Come to observe the proving, and oh, how the Nora hate the Karja.
Karja.
But that's my problem. We will talk later. In the meantime, enjoy the festival. Oh, down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
An old friend.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on?
Cheers. It's a party. Shots, shots. Blue man Viking group. Nora child? No, thank you. My experience with Nora children is they are little so-and-sos. Okay, so she said down the path to the right you'll find someone.
Aloy!
Oh, was that the guy I was
It's
saying?
you, isn't it?
In the field.
Over here. It is
Ted.
Aloy, isn't it? I'm remembering your name correctly?
What's
Are
going on
you
with your
the
arm, mate?
old friend Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
I see you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. All these years, I hope to see you again, if you came to run in the proving. As you can see, I didn't turn out to be much of a hunter. I served the tribe as a stitcher instead, a maker of garments and armor. In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
Oh,
What's it
cheers.
going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue.
Ooh, thanks. Okay, so Nora Brave. A new Nora Brave's armor stitched by Teb, accentuated by Aloy's own designs. How is it accentuated by Aloy's own designs if she didn't know about it? Offers no extra protection but can be upgraded. Okay. So what about this? Nora Survivor Light, Silent Hunter Light. Okay, so I'll buy this and I suppose I can always get the others. So let's equip that. Okay, so I've got that now. Survivor Light, Silent Hunter. I'm kind of tempted by that, if I'm honest. Stealth, Silent Hunter Medium. Not too much of it. I just need more shards. Maybe I wait. I mean, you know, I need another 46 shards and I can get that. Can I sell anything? I mean, I could sell that. Sawtooth's Heart. Rare, Hobson. Okay, I'll leave it for now, I think. I don't need that just yet. Are there any treasure boxes? Free sample box. So yeah, most of the merchants, the first time you go to them, they'll offer you a free sample box. It's a good way just to get a few, you know, resources.
Seems to fit you perfectly.
Thank you, Teb. I've never had anything like this before.
Not quite Savile
Well, it's
Row, but
yours.
it'll do.
I think you'll find it affords more protection than what you were wearing. Every outfit offers some advantage. It's always a trade-off. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Head for the Matriarch's Lodge if you want to find Tirsa. You'll know it when you see it. A large wooden building with an angry mob waiting outside.
What's going on with
Tirsa
your
said something
eyebrows?
about envoys from another tribe.
Yes, that's what the mob's angry about. Karja visiting our sacred land for the first time in years. I'd expect to see some tomatoes fly, maybe rocks. Hopefully not spears. In any case, be ready to duck.
Really stuck, eh? Rocks, food, mud. Right, okay. Oh, it's not safe.
Interesting.
Interesting. How's that interesting?
John, get down from there. Bad enough
John.
you're drunk. Why do you have to go climbing houses?
Oh, it's not supposed to go climbing on other people's roofs, huh?
War chief and Did you see
Rusty got
Get
up there
down
while
from
drunk.
there, now!
Oh, that's
Listen
just what you
carefully
want,
now.
isn't it? For me to fall on my
You'll have to
head.
tell this when I'm gone. The Karja took in the beginning.
Why, Craig?
All life
Shards.
all very surely.
166 now.
Beasts.
Let's see.
Aloy, over here.
Who's this?
Karst? What are you doing here?
Careful. Pretend like we've never met. I wasn't supposed to trade with outcasts in the wilds, remember?
How could I forget? And how generous of you to talk to me now.
Don't be like that. You know I'll be rooting for you in the proving tomorrow. Can't wait to see the looks in some of these
Looks like
faces when
someone.
you
I can't
win.
place it.
And if you need any last-minute supplies, I'm your man.
Let's have a look.
I'll give you my best prices, I promise.
Whatever. Okay. Maybe I get a war bow or a sharp shot bow. So, can't I just sling? That actually might be the better one to get. You can launch effects like projectiles from it. So I've got the shards. I mean, pretty much take them all out, but so like in most games, like it's color coded on their sort of rarities. So uncommon is, well, actually, ironically, common. You know, this is like the basic thing. The blue, and then there's I think purple, something like that. So if I get this, at least it's a step up. There you go. Can I just sling? Fit. Get that. Resources. Sorry, the treasure box. Buy that one as well, so I've got two now. Ammo. Can't just link. Let's play movie. You know what? That'll be quite handy. You know what? I'm gonna buy that. How much will that? So that'll leave me with 16 shards. Maybe yeah, okay, let's get this. Let's equip it. Where am I going to equip it? Let's do it there. Brilliant. Okay. Maybe just sell something just to bring my shards back up a bit, just because. Scrap the lens, what can I sell? Chill water, no, that's just a craft. I don't want to sell anything that you use for crafting. Just because obviously when you come to do it, you want to, you know, have that available. Just sell that, and then at least I have some shards.
All right
so
then,
I
time to go.
make arrows.
Good luck tomorrow, Aloy.
Right. Okay. Let's just open those boxes. Treasure boxes. Okay. Take all. Yeah. Take all. There we go. I've actually got a decent amount of.
Did you see those cards you walked past? They all mother forget them.
In a
All them
moment, we
was
shall
deeds.
bless the proving. But first, we have guests to welcome.
Yes.
For 2 years, we have been at peace with the Karja. It is time to restore our bonds of trade with Meridian. These envoys come to us under a banner of peace.
An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King of
Hey,
Luminance of
hold
the
your fruit,
wow.
Nora. Nora Faithful, hold your fruit. Now, I'm Azaran, not Karja, so I'll put it to you straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous bung.
Bung or
He
bung?
was. He was a tyrant and a monster. He raided my tribe for a blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken. I hated the Karja. But the 13th King is dead. 2 years now. And who killed him? The 14th.
Already sounds like a trustworthy guy.
Not because he lusted for power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities. Yeah! The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology. Straight from the lips of the 14th King. So please, can't you lend him your ears?
Is that like a Boston or a New York accent? Seems out of place
Thank
in
you.
the set.
An enunciation of gratitude written by the hand of Sun King Avad, 14th luminance of the Radiant
You have reached your
Line.
destination.
People of the Nora, on the eve of your proving,
Unknown device detected.
the Karja
What's that
stand
mean?
with
He's
you.
wearing a
as
focus.
the sun
Just like
rises.
you're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus.
Focus.
Where did you get
that's what it
yours?
is.
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places, forbids them.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
Why, I guess you're not. If you've gone delving in the ruins of the metal world.
What's wrong?
Feedback.
Apologies. Malfunction.
Oh, Lynn, you making friends with locals, are we?
I'll come back.
Wait.
No, we'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa. Well, I guess he's more hungover than I thought. Hey, you got the same trinket that Olin has on his head. Since when did those become fashionable?
His name is Olin? Who is he? And where did he get one of these?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. Now, he spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face. No offense. It looks great on you.
I thought your friend was gonna go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids. And who can blame them?
Cool beard.
I've never seen armor like yours before.
You've never seen Vanguard steel? Well, let me introduce you. Ring-locked, impact-protected, sturdy enough to choke a sawtooth. It has to be. The Vanguard of the Sun King's best. Life-takers and machine-breakers to a one. You might even give them Nora Warmaid like you
Semper
more
Fi,
trouble
I
than
mean,
she can
cool.
handle.
With all that metal to slow you down? I doubt it.
Yeah, hard to say. From where I'm standing, looks like a pretty even match.
I should make my way to the blessing.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and, well, I mean, look at you.
What are you talking about?
Assumed
You
all
know
of that
what.
within about.
All right, if you ever
You know,
visit
90
Meridian,
seconds of
look me
meeting.
up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. I'll even introduce you to my sister. She's got more connections than I do.
I thought you said she was captured and killed by the last Sun King.
Ha! Captured, yes. Killed, no. It takes more than a few Karja to finish Ursa. She got away. Now she's captain of the entire Vanguard. That's quite a story. And maybe I'll tell it to you sometime over a drink. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too. So, see you around, maybe?
Catch you later.
We shouldn't let these Karja outsiders pollute our signal.
Hey, Aloy, you've been here 10 minutes, you've already got a date.
Are we supposed to forget what the Karja did to our trouble?
Okay, can't go for that. Right, so we're on to this blessing. And the name of it sounds like exactly what's going to happen. Very high jump. That is a high jump, you know.
We'll start blessing when
Be
all
in the
aspirants
Olympics.
are in place.
Right, where do I need to go? I need to go...
Aloy,
Yeah.
take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours. I made it for you.
Gracias.
Blasphemy. Sisters.
Jezza.
Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her
Oh,
honor,
this guy.
light its flame.
Oh, I thought these were like rocks or like stools or something. Are these lanterns? For Ross, for my mother, for myself. I'll go with Ross. He raised
In
me.
honor of Rost. And all he did to help me get here.
Oh, Mother, hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
There's Olin. I have some questions for him.
Blood of a war chief in her. It's for the goddess to judge the Karja, not me. The past should be left in the past.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah,
Why did you act so strange?
must be this festival. I'm really not one for crime.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire.
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin
Focus.
north of the Claim. That's our name for the Asuram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
Alright.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
Okay.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only
Yes.
the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Exactly.
Fire
Well
and spit,
done.
girl. I'm a
Fire and
plain
spit.
hammered man with
I
nothing
say.
to hide. You don't believe me, that's your trouble, not mine.
Well, I expected more of you. I've only just met him.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
Always
I'm used to being shunned by the
ominous
tribe.
line when they say that.
I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
Too much romance and not enough fist fights this year.
Alright. What's going on with your knees, man? Right, okay, where are we going now? Enter Hunter's Lodge, okay. The Lodge, eh? Complimentary dressing gown. Spa treatment, Wi-Fi. Save here. Right, okay. Let's do this.
Motherless chuff.
Right, you know,
What did you say?
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
just why?
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
You were very present here.
Ha!
Well, well. Look who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast.
I'll give it a
I
rest.
see you've still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
Did she have a scar?
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
Lard? I'd go as far as to say a scallywag. No. I do have
Where's
this.
your fight,
I could
outcast?
just put one in his stomach.
Or did you need
know.
my permission to speak in the presence of a true Nora?
Ooh. Just, my trigger arm slipped.
You
or
didn't know the
something.
words to the blessing, did you? But no one hears your prayers anyway.
No, but I can sing We Will Rock You.
Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
Dressed
So
like
this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
techno.
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You
expect
belong
you
in
to
the
start
wilds,
saying,
not
"Acid."
Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the proving.
You can sense it. You already know you're gonna lose.
I've trained all my life for the proving. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anything.
Really? Confidence is quiet. You're not.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a
Enough with
cherished
the scar.
memory.
Yeah. The look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for Boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast. Not me.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
Whenever people refer to themselves in the third person, it's always a bit... Bastard's gonna get some sleep.
Nice job handling Bast. That should keep him quiet. Till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition. The others, they'll finish the proving.
Vala.
Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me. Vala.
Okay,
Nice to meet you,
competition.
Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep.
Me too.
Your bunk's right there when you...
Okay.
Let's do this. Sleep.
So, your first day in Mother's heart. What do you think? You've never slept in a Nora lodge before. Not very private.
Hate it. Too soft. Not bad. It's too soft, yeah.
Comforts and distractions. That's what I think.
Not all comforts are bad.
Comforts are weakness.
You sound just like my mother. You can always go back to living in the wilds if you have to. In the meantime, get some rest.
Glass of warm milk. Roll call. Cue sort of Avatar getting to proving ground cutscene. I feel cold just looking at that. Oh, sorry about that. For some reason the sound changed. The default sound thing changed on my desktop.
Braves! Ready yourselves! What will it take to get you out of here?
Let's do this. Right.
Looks like a grazer.
Well, okay. Right, can I get one? There we go. Hey! Oh, you absolute.
Your trophy is shattered, outcast. Looks like you'll need another.
Crazy eyes right there. Oof. Where are they? Where are they? Are any of these? These all... Where are they? Ah.
Then again.
Okay, quickly. come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Ah. Seriously? Ah. Can I get that one? Can I get that one? Is that a trophy? Right. No. Ah. Okay. Why can't... Where's the trophies? Oh, okay. Right. Let's go.
I've got to catch up.
Okay, need to catch up to them.
Slow and steady now. All you need is to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
Yeah.
She was behind me.
Go. Quickly, parkour. Parkour this.
Dead last, girl. Might as well walk from here. Boss will win, Urvala, but you'll be made a brave so long as you finish. Oh, now, that's an old trail. 2 died on it last year. It's falling apart.
Just
better dead
watch
last
me.
than
Hold
dead
my beer.
altogether. Whoa! My old mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself! It doesn't get any easier! You're insane to go that way! That's it.
No way but forward
Just
now.
Stop right there.
There. Gotta catch up.
Yes. Okay.
I can't see. Boss,
Okay, let's go.
Come on
let's
now.
go. We'll bridge the distance now. Where am I going?
Faster. Stop dragging.
Where am I going? Okay. Let's go.
Gotta keep going.
the outcast.
On the old trail?
Is she crazy?
Good. I'm gaining.
Whoa. The outcast is catching up.
How'd she get up there?
Magic. What a badass way to get out.
Made it. Come on now, hurry. Keep at it.
It just looks so cold.
I've trained my whole life for this.
Let's do it.
We had a tribe.
Give it your all.
But I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough. Must be perfect.
It's a big machine.
Come on, you can make it. Can't let them beat me now.
She didn't win! The outcast cheated!
An outcast win the proving? Never. For she is a brave now.
Oh. I'll be worried there for a minute.
As are you all. So long as you put your trophy on the altar.
Can I get a whoop?
But it is Aloy. Once outcast, and now brave, who is first among us.
Ah!
Whoa! Take cover! Massacre.
Keep them pinned down till the others arrive.
We can't stay here. That's the way out.
Wow.
But we won't make it under fire.
They can't shoot if they're dead. Keep them busy. I'll find an angle.
Fast! Fast! Are you with us?
I'm with you!
Let's go. Now!
Right, okay. So, I think maybe I use flame arrows for this.
Too many of them! We can't win! We can't hold them! Oh, Mother, help us! Kill them! Kill the invaders! They're too strong!
Quick! Run for the slip wire.
Oh, what's happening now? What's happening now? Okay.
Kill them all!
Okay.
No witnesses, no survivors!
No, gosh. Why didn't some of you shoot back?
Stay together.
They all went to the stormtrooper
Oh, no,
school
there's
shooting,
more!
didn't they? Okay.
They keep coming! How many are there?
Some wood. Just because I'll need more. Right, let's see if I can just get some laser things from these guys. What do I take?
Got him! Too many of them!
How many are there?
We can't hold them! Oh, Mother, help us! Kill the defilers! Kill the defilers! They're too strong! We can't stop them! Kill the invaders!
They have very cool noises when they get hit.
Too many of them!
Definitely. There we
We
go.
can't win!
Okay. Let's just grab some more resources while I can. Some arrows. Take that, Sonny Jim. Okay, let me loot. Take all of it. Yes. Come on, let's do this.
Now, descend while we have a chance.
Run, do it. Is that a machine gun?
Get back!
It's not really fair.
The red hair dies now! Everyone, forward!
So no need, really. Headshot, that's definitely a headshot. Whoa! Oh, can't believe that happened. Come on.
Something.
It's the same tactic as last time. Let's set them on fire. So they've got focus as well. And they've got bullets. That seems very unfair in a bow and arrow sort of age. Behind you!
Turn your face to the sun, child.
Oh, Ross. That didn't even slow the guy down. Arrow in the... Arrow for me to make you wins. Do it. Finish him. Do it. Ooh, no. Oh, Rost.
Burn it all, then to your task.
As you command.
Seems like on some of them this green liquid displays.
Aloy. Aloy. Survive.
You must survive. Push your fucking leg.
She is dying.
Swear that was a
Configure, there is blasphemy. She
Aliens.
should be near her mother.
You know, when Newt falls in like the sewer and then there's that just that shot of the alien coming up behind her in the sewer.
Aloy. I'm so sorry. Turn your face to the sun, child.
Must be a bit sore after that, ouch. Focus. See what I did there?
I have to get out of here.
Yeah, see, it's very Viking, Nordic, Scandinavian theme, isn't it? Right. Oh, I've leveled up. Okay, I think this is what I remember. So this is the section. So you're inside the cave. You know, you're deep inside Mother's Watch, Mother's Heart. I forget which one it's called. The Room of the Mountain. So in this one, I think this is. Oh no. This is the bit that gets locked off if you don't find. I think there's another battery here somewhere.
But where's my focus? It's here, okay. Am I inside the sacred mount? But only matriarchs are allowed inside.
Okay, so I've got my stuff, I
I don't
think.
see my bow here. Or that damaged focus, the one I took off that... Where are they? I'm picking up some kind of signal.
Can't
Looks
open
like
that
the
one.
ruins I fell into when I was young.
Nothing behind. I mean, does someone actually come into this sort of crawl space to light candles? Power cell. There we
Another one
go.
of these power cells.
That's
Well, what do I do with
exactly
it?
what I wanted. So we've got two so far. So one in the very sort of beginning metal world
built this place.
cave.
The old ones did.
The old ones built this.
Why?
They did indeed. Altar of some kind? No, can't get through there. So I think...
There. With the rest of my things.
Pick up your equipment. Hey. That seems the bow's a bit bigger from what I remember, I think.
What can you show me?
All commanders, halt excavations and proceed at once to the mission point. Avoid all contact with Nora savages, but if you are seen, kill every witness. Target imaging attached. Do not fail.
Target imaging. Who says I'm like other Nora?
Olin recorded that.
He saw me through Owen's focus. How is that possible? Then make it quick. I'm heading in.
Hold for identiscan.
You need to stop listening to Ted and start listening to me. Where's this from?
Is it Aloy's mother?
Are you my mother?
So is that comparing DNA? I mean, how would they have Aloy's
Try to kill me
DNA?
just because I look like you.
Aloy, you are awake.
You brought me here?
Quickly, you must follow.
To where?
To the place where you were born.
Dun dun dun. Right, come on.
Are you saying I was born here? Inside the mountain?
It is easier if I show you.
Easier, let's say. Is that a pumpkin or... Yeah, I thought for a minute that was a basketball.
Why did you bring me here?
It seemed you were dying.
Hello?
And to die near one's mother is sacred. Landra fought it, of course, but Jezza sided with me.
Jezza.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
Yeah, see, in games when NPCs take you places, they never seem to walk as fast as you do, or faster even.
Does my mother look like me, but with short hair?
I don't see how that could be. You were not born of a woman, Aloy. The mountain is your mother.
What are you talking about?
Come.
Password 123.
What is this place?
The Great Chamber, where All Mother slew the Metal Devil and gave birth to you. Aloy, the Proving Massacre was just the first of many disasters. The war party we sent after the killers was ambushed and slaughtered.
But what does that have to do with where I was born?
My hope is... everything. This is where we found you. We heard your cries, came to look, and there you were.
Just lying there?
Yes.
Say what?
You mean I came from behind the door?
Always, that is what I have believed. That you came from the womb of the mountain. A gift from All Mother herself. But others, like Lansra, feared that a darker power put you here. Not a gift, but a curse.
But this isn't a goddess.
Aloy!
It's a door. With people behind it. My mother?
Oh.
Metal Devil.
Hold for identiscan.
The goddess speaks.
Just like the woman I saw.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Identity cannot be confirmed. Entry denied.
No.
Can I reset my password with an email link?
Please.
Aloy, All Mother spoke to you, as if she knew you.
Were you not listening? It didn't recognize me.
Because of corruption. The goddess's own words. Surely, if you heal this corruption, she will see you clearly.
And how would I do that?
You said you've had visions. Of a woman with short hair.
The killers came for me because I look like her.
But their power is overwhelming. Is there no other trail to follow?
Owen. He was one of the outsiders. The night before the Proving. The killer saw me through his eyes. He lives in Meridian.
So you will have to leave the sacred land.
I've been an outcast all my life. Why not an exile too?
Shh. There is another way. Come, and we will make it so.
You said the tribe was on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party was sent after... the killers. Less than half survived.
How was the war party defeated?
The killers do not fight alone. Somehow they have a power over the machines, corrupting them, driving them mad.
So the killers got away?
Yes. And now the only plan my sister matriarchs can agree to is to sing to him of atonement and beg for All Mother's mercy.
Oh, okay.
As
That's
though
cool.
she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This was my plan. to show you where you were born and loose you to follow the destiny All-Mother intended for you. The other High Matriarchs are waiting for us. Let me do the talking.
They're a swell group, aren't they?
It is done?
Yes. I showed her. Sisters, the goddess spoke to Aloy, told her to heal the corruption.
Ha! But how is she to do that?
She will have to journey beyond our sacred land.
A seeker? If the goddess spoke, it must be so. You would name this thing a seeker? Sister!
For once,
She's got
Lansra,
a real chip on her
join
shoulder
with
about
us.
this outcast.
This will be your sin, not mine. Send her seeking, and may she never be seen again.
Well, I mean, that's a bit harsh.
Aloy, by the holy grace of the one goddess, we hereby anoint you a seeker of the Nora tribe.
No barrier can now stay you from your sacred task. May All-Mother protect you and sustain you. Stay true. I will make ready
Packed
for
you
the
some ham
hand.
and cheese sandwiches, packet of Walker's crisps, and some Ribena in case you get hungry on the journey.
Our hopes lie with you.
Send us a postcard when you get there.
Tirsa, what's a seeker?
Well,
You
it's in a
are.
game of Quidditch.
And here is your mark. In times of great need, the High Matriarchs may anoint a seeker, a worthy brave sent forth to accomplish a great purpose, no matter where that purpose might take her.
Even beyond the borders of the sacred land?
Yes. And with the right to return when you are done, or as the need arises.
So I can go anywhere at all. No restrictions.
Even to forbidden places, like the tainted lands beyond All-Mother's sight, or the ruins of the metal world.
I see. I should be on my way.
From here, you must go to the gates of the Embrace. Speak to Varl, and he will point the way to Meridian. If any Nora tries to stand in your way, Aloy, make sure they know you are a seeker.
Like a badge or just a
Thank you,
letter
Tirsa.
or something?
For all you've done.
May All-Mother bless you and watch over you.
Cheers.
Nora faithful,
Right.
we will soon begin. Purify your hearts. Soon we will beg forgiveness for the sins that brought such misery on the tribe.
Why are we begging forgiveness? I mean, didn't they attack us?
We will join ours
Like,
today.
quite literally without provocation? Let's gather some wood and herbs and everything. In fact, let's just heal up so we can gather more herbs. Go around everything collected here. So if you watch my videos, you'll come to know that I do like to gather resources. I like to be fully stocked. Because I found, like, you know, a lot of in these sort of RPGs, it's kind of, if you have the resource side of it sorted, like if you have enough resources to, like, you know, craft things on the fly, you know, upgrade and things like that, you don't really have to go out searching for them. It can be quite time consuming later on, so if you just take the time here and there just to pick all the resources up as you go along.
I'll tuck that away.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. I'm full health. Should have pretty much, well, near enough all the wood I can carry. I'm pretty set for shards, I think, actually, as well. I saw, I think I had like 170, something like that. Okay. swear this music's from like Wall-E. Don't tell me I'll have to type Wall-E as like a machine later on. Right.
I can feel the ground softening up.
Right, everyone, I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you very much for watching. So we've completed the proving. We are now a full Nora Brave and a Seeker. So we've now been given the mission to go out into the world and heal the corruption. Whatever that corruption may be. Once we've sort of healed it, so to speak, we then can come back and go back to that cave and sort of find out where we came from. Next video we'll be heading out further into the map. So as you can see, this sort of first starting section, the Nora grounds, I think, we've covered most of it, I think, there. Oh, what's that? This location is not available yet. Don't know what that is. That is Mother's Heart. I'm there. Merchant. So I think we need to sort of go around here, because what I see is a mountain ridge, and we come up here. Where do we need to go? Okay, so here. Oh, this is the ancient armory. Oh, so that's already on the map. That's really good. So, I think next video we'll be heading further up here and going more into sort of the outside bits of the map, but I'm not going to sort of go and explore this kind of area. So, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!